Hello and welcome. April 14th is Matrimony Day, a day where couples celebrate the magic of marriage in their lives. BharatMatrimony brings to you a very special and unique campaign, Find Your Equal. All of us want to find someone special to spend the rest of our lives with. What is it that you seek in an ideal partner? We spoke to some young women across age groups to understand what they want in that one person so that they could spend the rest of their lives with them happily. For DEEKSHA SINHA, a liberal partner is important as well as someone who would help fulfill her goals. She would like to marry someone with whom she would enjoy spending the rest of her life.
Hi, I'm DEEKSHA SINHA. I'm a marketing and admissions professional and I work for an education institution in India. Well, equality in marriage, it means to be for your partner to be very liberal, to be, letting you just be free, letting your wings fly, letting you do what you have to do. I think girls in the 21st century and today's generation are so fiercely independent and they are actually chasing their own dreams. And for me, someone who would really help me achieve what I've set my goal to would be someone who would be in equal partnership in a marriage. I think the fact that I'm still doing what I have to do and I'm still walking within my society and my peer group with my head high is because I have a very supportive family, and of course I have a great backbone in terms of my parents who really support all the decisions that I've taken, and even the decision now that I'm not married, and I don't seek marriage until unless I find someone who's really worthy living my life with. At work, I had an incident where I met a colleague after 10 years and his first question was, "So are you married?" And I started laughing because I just thought that is the only identity a woman has, whether you're married or you're not married. So I really hope that this trend really changes and women can become much more than just being married. I think marriage is a beautiful institution. Having said that, for myself, it has to be someone who can make it very, very easy and not make the burden of marriage just on the woman's head, but also, like I said before, an equal partnership in both our lives. A woman's career is very, very important. I think it's the air we breathe, and a career gives you the kind of confidence, it gives you the financial independence. And I really feel that in today's day and age, having the financial independence and the feeling that you're not dependent on anyone for anything is most crucial. And for me, I think my work really matters a lot. And I would also want to continue once I'm married, because that is who DEEKSHA is, that is what my identity is. So I don't think I would give that up unless there is a crisis situation, unless there is a family situation where I'm really, really required to prioritize. There I'm very clear that, of course, family comes first. I'm very, very proud that I do know a few friends where men are taking the lead in leading the family and are coming for PTMs and are taking care of their children and taking the children to soccer games. I think it's a very beautiful thing, and I think we are kind of aping the West in some way. And this role reversal is making life easier for the women and making the marriage more healthier. Someone who can be a great friend, someone who can really respect the dignity of my life so much as he would respect himself. Someone who would just, be very happy with what I would be doing and someone who will not expect me to change according to his needs. Of course, I do understand that marriage is equal partnership, but men need to also understand that it is not a one-way drive here, but it's a two-way partnership that's going to happen. So of course, I'm looking out for a great friend who can make the journey really, really beautiful and worth getting married to.
An architect by profession, Sania Dogra from Shimla is going to Japan for her further studies. While her career is important to her, when it comes to marriage, true equality means constructive communication and mutual respect.
Hi, I'm Sania from Shimla. I'm 24 years old, an architect by profession, and I'm going for my masters to Japan. I'm very happy that my family is very supportive of me going abroad to study right now. I feel in society, I feel my friends are getting married, so every day I open social media, somebody is getting engaged or somebody is having a child. But I feel right now I don't feel that pressure on me because I want to establish my career right now. I feel that is more important right now. There's no right time to get married. It's a personal choice. So everybody has a personal time, when they feel they're ready to get married. And one should only get married when they feel they're ready. One of my friends who's gone abroad to study, so she just got married and within a year she shifted abroad. So her husband was very supportive of it. So I feel that, so it's both aspects. I've also seen some friends of mine who got married at a young age, started a family. So later, there's that regret that I didn't explore enough or I didn't see enough before getting married. So I feel today husbands are becoming more supportive of their wives working because it's necessity and, they both need to have their own individuality. So I feel it's very important that we interact with different people. So how, in life we have a lot of stereotypes and prejudice towards other people. So I remember meeting this girl from Singapore. She's a very sweet girl, and how when she met me, she said, I felt that Indians were very loud and, there is a lot of, they always, ill-treat people, and how meeting me and interacting with me, her perspective of Indians changed. So I feel when I go abroad and study for 2 years, I'm going to meet people from all across different, cultural backgrounds, countries, and how I will be able to break through my own stereotypes. So in the future, when it comes to upbringing my own children, I won't upbring them in that aspect, and they'll have a wider horizon to things. For me, marriage, and the most important aspect of marriage is respect. So I feel it's a mutual respect relationship where both the individuals respect each other's individuality, and when we respect each other, it comes on all aspects. So it's not only a one-way traffic, so even I need to respect the other person and the other person respects me, my decisions, my career choice and each other's families. I think respecting that is very important. And then the other thing that I feel is very important is gratitude and appreciation. So how today we are all leading very busy lives, and this is we're going to become busier day by day. So how we take out time for each other, and when the other person appreciates that effort. Today everything is becoming more expensive, so it's very important for both of them to work and support each other. So I remember, if I look at my mom or my friends' parents, moms. So how they, the prime age of their life, in their 20s or 30s, they had a family and they were looking after their kids. So now when I look at my own mom, I've moved out, she doesn't really have something, and she's at an age where she really can't start her own career again or do something on her own again. So I feel it's very important that support comes from both sides so that there's no regret later on in life. So I feel this is something very nice, and I would also like to give it to our mothers' generations who's raised sons like that, who are supporting women. So it also comes about to giving the right upbringing to our sons. I think my idea of an ideal marriage is when we both look at each other's families and create a balance. So I feel striking the right balance is very important. So I hope I'm able to do that in the future when it comes to a work life and your personal life, balancing that. Because I think when we're young, we're able to, so we devote a lot of our time and energy on our careers and we can just focus on our work. But once we get married, we have to devote time to our home, to the new family, to my in-laws. So I feel creating that balance together is very important. So I'll like to communicate that to him. I feel communication is the key. So till the time there's open heart-to-heart communication where both the people are actually listening to what the other person is saying, that's also very important. So dialogue is also very important. So I feel like a lot of times we hear just to reply or just to talk, but I feel really listening to understand what the other person is going through is very important.
It's time for for a short break. Lots more coming up, so stay tuned. Welcome back. YAHVI Seth from Delhi, a teacher by profession, loves to spend time with children in the classroom. In fact, for her, an ideal partner would be someone who believes in equality in taking decisions together and be tolerant towards one another.
Hi, my name is YAHVI Seth and I'm 26 years old. I'm a teacher at the Foundation School, which is an afternoon session school. Ever since I was in class 9 or 10, I wanted to be a teacher, and at first nobody believed this. But then my parents of course realized that I was very serious about this profession. So I've been teaching now for the past 3-4 years. By the time we turn 23-24, I think at home our parents already start deciding that, we should get married. I'm also pretty open to that idea, and I would also like to settle down. My family, my work will always be like, it is one of the things that is important to me. But yes, I do understand that settling down is also equally important. For me, equality at the first level would mean equality of understanding. It's not about power equality or status equality, but if I am understanding my partner's priorities, likes, dislikes, I would also expect in that terms equality comes down. We do live in a society where, the man working is always seen, it's always important. And usually a girl is expected to give up her job first when it comes to family. Now in my case, I'm a teacher. So more than a profession, for me, it is like a vocation, it is my passion. So of course, if the circumstances demand, I will give up my job. But then I would, when I talk about equality in this state, I would expect, that my husband, my family, my partner does understand that it is a job that requires me also to be on it. My life revolves around my children a lot of times, so there could be instances when I go home and I share something with my husband or family. I would definitely want, that bit of patience and tolerance to hear about them and understand my point of view at times should also be there. And because of that, because I am so closely connected with children, that aspect of being a good mother and expectations of my husband being a good father also somewhere or the other draw into my mind. Understanding is one of the major things. When I talk about understanding, I mean understanding one another in a way that whether it is trivial decisions or major decisions, we should make it together, rather than taking it for granted that, yeah, she'll do it or he'll do it. I think that should be one of the major aspects. Adjustability, adaptability, patience, tolerance, and most importantly, equal respect for one another's family. So these are things that I think a good marriage should have, so that, that bliss, that importance, that excitement remains lifelong.
For the youth today, the institution of marriage has also been reformed as a sacrament of companionship. For RICHA GUPTA, she's not looking for just a husband, but a true friend.
Hi, my name is RICHA GUPTA. I'm 28 years old. I'm doing marketing for JP Hotels and Resorts. I am born and brought up in Delhi. I've done my basic schooling and graduation from Delhi. After that, I moved to Nagpur. I did my MBA in marketing and HR from there. My parents got married when my mother was 24, my father was 28. So for them, me being 28 and not married as yet is an alarming thing. Yeah, I would not say a big deal, but yeah, it's alarming. Probably they're not happy with the fact that I'm not married. They don't pressurize me to the extent that it's your age, so you're supposed to get married now. That kind of pressure is not there. The push to finally choose someone and settle down, yes, that's there. I have tried discussing this with my parents after we meet boys and their families and come back home. They apparently cannot be in sync with me on this. So there have been times where on the face of it everything seems fine, perfect. They'll talk to you properly, they will ask you relevant questions, try and understand your work, because if they're from a different field, they have to make an attempt to understand the kind of work that you do. But if a boy, I
do not want to offend anyone by saying this, but I'm telling you out of sheer experience. It's not happened to me once or twice, it's happened a couple of times. If a boy is interested in you and he says yes, it is an implied thing by him and his family that the girl is ready. So that choice that the girls have or should have now, because we are living in the 21st century, we have come a long way. My parents' checklist is that the boy should be educated, family should be financially stable and decent looking. My checklist is he should be understanding, he should be educated obviously, and personally he should have liking towards traveling. For me, having someone who understands me as a person or has similar likings or has the same aspirations in life is more important. Because today I see that since the past 5 years, maximum time of my day goes at work. 8.5, 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours I am at work. So for me it is very important to have someone who can understand the number of hours I'm putting in my job. For example, for an arranged marriage perspective, I met with a boy, we were talking, things seemed fine, he was an MBA himself, but he was into family business. His criteria was that after marriage you are not going to work. I cannot be with a person like that. Maybe 10 years down the line I don't want to work, but that's going to be my choice. I don't want to be pressurized by anyone that now you don't have that alternative also. It has to be an individual choice that I make at any point in time. Luckily, unluckily, the two signers that I have been with, they have both been of industries which have been dominated by men, largely. Building material industry and the hospitality. The operation segment as such in hospitality has a lot of men over there. So, just in case I decide on continuing working for the hospitality sector only, my partner should be able to have that kind of trust in me that I'm not going haywire. Like if I'm saying I'm with you, I'm with you. That level of trust needs to be there, A. B, for now the kind of role that I have, irrespective of the industry I am in, it demands long working hours sometimes when you have deadlines. It demands traveling. It demands sometimes giving more importance to your work and not being able to give at all importance to the house, to your family. If you force me to do something, I will eventually try and run out of it. And I'm putting myself as an example over here, but I know a lot of people, irrespective of their gender, girls and boys. If you force something out of us, I don't think we can deliver properly. It has to come from within, and that comes when there is mutual understanding, respect. Companionship, I think that's the only one thing I'll be looking out for, because other than that, financial independence, emotional security, I have all of that for myself. I'm earning well, I can take care of my needs, I travel, domestic, international. The only one thing which I need to enjoy all of this better is companionship. For me, it's very important that I understand the person understands me, and we should look forward to seeing each other at the end of the day.
We do hope you enjoyed watching this show. Next week, let's meet some couples who have steered away from the conventional gender norms. Couples who share equal responsibilities when it comes to household tasks, parenting, and a lot more that goes into making a happy and successful marriage. Thanks for watching.